The world didn't see it coming. Not like this. Not with this kind of quiet thunder that shakes the entire baseball universe before the sun has even risen. One single notification on millions of phones, and suddenly, the sports world stops breathing. For a moment, people stare at their screens, unsure if what they're seeing is real. It feels like a glitch, a rumor, a dream. But no, it's his official Instagram. His message. His voice. Shohei Ohtani has returned. Minutes later, social media erupts like a stadium bursting into a roar after the crack of a bat. But even that comparison feels too small. This isn't just a player announcing his next move. This is a global icon stepping back into a destiny he never abandoned. And in the center of it all, his words glow like a spotlight. I am happy to represent Japan again. There's a weight to that sentence, a history built inside it, a quiet fire that only those who witnessed the last WBC can truly understand. Because for Japan, the 2023 championship wasn't just a victory, it was a national heartbeat, a moment when millions felt united by the brilliance of one extraordinary man. But now, the stakes are different. Now, the world is watching him through a sharper lens. His journey since then has been filled with triumphs, heartbreak, transformation, and rebirth. He has carried injuries that silenced entire ballparks, and then returned in ways that made even the greatest athletes shake their heads in disbelief. He has rewritten records, inspired generations, and become something far larger than a superstar. He's become a symbol. So when he announces he'll take the field for Japan once again, it doesn't feel like news. It feels like destiny taking shape. Fans begin imagining the scene even before it happens, the moment he walks into the dugout wearing Japan's colors again. The moment cameras zoom in, catching that calm expression, that stillness before the storm. The moment thousands rise to their feet, calling his name in a single breath that shakes the world. But hidden beneath the excitement is something else. A question. A whisper. A tension that gives this story its heartbeat. Why now? Why, after everything he has endured, after every expectation placed on his shoulders, after every voice questioning whether he should focus on MLB, why choose this moment to return to international war? And then, slowly, a realization forms. The answer isn't complicated. It isn't political, strategic, or commercial. It's personal. For Ohtani, representing Japan is not a burden, it's a promise. One he made long before the world crowned him a two-way legend. One rooted in the dusty fields where he practiced alone, the batting cages he stayed in long after midnight, and the dreams he carried before anyone outside Japan knew his name. He remembers what that uniform meant when he first put it on. He remembers what the flag looked like fluttering over the dugout. He remembers the silence before his legendary final showdown with Mike Trout, the pitch heard round the world. And he knows, some moments deserve to be lived again. But this time, something feels different. This doesn't feel like a sequel. It feels like a transformation. Because the Shohei returning in 2026 isn't the one from 2023. He's wiser, stronger, hungrier, and he's carrying a nation's heart with him. As the days pass, analysts try to break it down, his strategy, his timing, his condition. But no analysis can grasp what fans instinctively feel: this will be bigger, louder, and more dramatic than anything before. Somewhere out there, young kids in Japan replay his Instagram clip over and over, shouting with joy. Somewhere, pitchers feel a chill knowing they may face a man who has spent years defying physics. Somewhere, hitters swallow nervously, remembering the slider that carved a moment into history. And yet, Ohtani himself remains calm, saying little, as always. That silence becomes the loudest message of all. Because silence from a titan is never empty, it's focused. Soon, the world will see him on the field again, wearing Japan's red and white, walking onto the grass with that slow, deliberate stride. Cameras will zoom in. Fans will scream his name. But he won't look at them right away. He'll look at the mound. Or the batter's box. Because he knows that's where stories are written. And when he finally raises his head, the whole world will rise with him. For a moment, there will be no MLB, no media noise, no injuries, no doubts. Just Shohei Ohtani, standing where legends stand. And when the first pitch of the 2026 WBC leaves his hand, or explodes off his bat, it will mark the beginning of something unforgettable. Not just for Japan. Not just for baseball. For history. Because sometimes, an athlete doesn't just return to the world stage. Sometimes, he reshapes it. And as fans scroll through their feeds, rewatching his announcement, replaying those simple words again and again, the truth becomes undeniable. The king is coming back. The world is waiting, and destiny is warming up in the bullpen. When the lights rise, when the anthem echoes across the stadium, when millions sit breathless in front of their screens, everyone will know exactly what this moment means. Shohei Ohtani isn't just playing for Japan. He's playing for legacy. He's playing for history. He's playing for the dream that made him who he is. And when it all ends, whether in triumph, heartbreak, or something no one can predict, one thing will remain certain. We will remember that Shohei chose to return, chose to fight, chose to represent the place that shaped him. And that choice is what makes legends eternal.